guys, I'm excited for today's video because I'm going to be doing a full face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have 9 products I'm going to be using today. 3 of them I've tried before. The other 6 are brand new to me. And I did also purchase her holiday collection, or a few pieces from it, I should say. I haven't tried it yet. I won't be using any of it in the video today. It's not available anymore. I waited too long to do any content with it, but let me know if you would like me to do something on Instagram with it, or just no. But we're not gonna be doing any eyeshadow today. Jaclyn has not released any shadows with her brand yet. I have tried some of her Morphe palettes. I don't have any of them anymore. And I do have her Morphe brush collab. I have a couple of the face brushes and almost all the eye brushes. They're really good. I highly recommend her set. I have other Morphe brushes as well, and I think the Jaclyn set is better quality. And some of them, or maybe just the eye brush set, is available at Ulta, but the products do go on sale on the Morphe website from time to time. So anyway, I highly recommend her brushes. I think they're very good. And I'm excited to try these products out with you guys. I still love Jaclyn Hill. I'm always excited to try her products, especially because most of them are available at Ulta, so you can return them if you don't like them. I, of course, did pick up the skin tint and the concealer. I will be trying them together today, but I am going to be wearing these products separately. I've shared in videos before that I feel like a really full coverage concealer with a skin tint, when I've tried it from other brands, looks awful. So I can't necessarily say it's because of these products. I think that's why I went to try the skin tint with a more lightweight concealer, and then the concealer with a more heavy duty full coverage foundation, to really be able to see if they don't work well together or they just don't work well. So we'll see. I hope I really like them. I definitely don't buy products to hate on them. And then the other new things I have to try, I'm going to do a different blush on each cheek. So I have one of her blush sticks and one of her loose blushes. And then I also have a lip liner in the shade Cupcake. I have tried the lip liners before, but not this shade. And I think it will go well with this lip cushion in Last First Kiss. So I have all the products listed, linked down below with the shades and everything. The products that I've used before that I'm going to be using again today would be the blush and bronzer duo. I'm just going to use the bronzer. I have a couple forms of her highlighter, but I want to use the loose highlighter and extra because I haven't used that one in a while. I use the pressed ones a lot more. And then I also have the Luminous powder and Brighten Up that I want to just use as well. So we're just going to get into the demo. I think for my under eye concealer, I'm going to try applying this first, and then applying this, and then we'll see how that looks and if I want to highlight the center of my face. I just think it might look better, blend better, if the concealer is underneath. So that might be a terrible idea, we'll see. So this is her Perfecting Concealer in the shade Fairest Neutral. And I do have a yellow undertone, but for concealers, I like to get a neutral shade. This looks very light. We'll see if it is. The doe foot is like fluffy, has like a little bit of a curve to it. So I did apply primer, VDL Lumilayer primer, so it just gives like a little glow. Oh wow, this is light, but we'll see if it oxidizes. I can't remember what other people have said. I've watched reviews, but I just can't remember. So just taking a little Real Technique sponge. Wow, this is light. And not blending well. Oh my gosh. You guys, I really want to like this. Wow, that does not look soups cute. Oh no. Oh no. How did it set like immediately? Okie dokie. I mean, it's not sticky. That's swell. I almost can't even tell what the coverage is like. I don't think full. I feel like you can still see a little bit here. It's so hard to tell because it's such a light shade, which I thought I was good. I mean, but I'm happy to see That's a shade. Range goes very light. Then we have the Skin Tint, which does not come in as many shades because it is lighter coverage. That makes sense to me. And this is the color Fairest. I'm just gonna pump in the back of my hand so I can see what the texture is like. It also looks light. I did just go on vacation and I may have gotten a little bit of color. I put on a lot of SPF, and when we went to the beach, I sat with a towel on my head because I was so afraid of getting sunburn. So yeah, it definitely is like a whipped texture. I can't believe this might be too light too. Well, we'll see. We'll see if anything oxidizes as well. And you guys know I'm more of a full coverage girl, and I'm trying to be open to more skin tints. Also, I usually never do my brows first, so gotta be a little bit more careful. But I'm gonna be going back to work more often soon. Right now, so before I was going once a month, now I'm going once a week. Beginning of April, I'm gonna start going twice a week. Beginning of July, I'm gonna have to go 3 times a week. So I'm gonna be using more powder foundation, most likely, but I might want to use more skin tints as well, even though, like in the state, people don't really have to wear masks anymore because I work at a shelter. We still do. Wow, the color is freaking crazy. Oh my gosh. That is so nuts. It is very hard to tell coverage on complexion products that don't match you, that are either too light or too, that's insane, that are either too light or too dark. I mean, super happy to see that the range goes light, but it doesn't look so off in person. But yeah, definitely light coverage. I can see all my redness still. It evened out my complexion overall, but I do want to see if this is buildable. Which is funny, I was just watching a Trixie Mattel video and she was like, everything's buildable, which I guess. But to me, sometimes it looks like I just have more product caked on, but not necessarily more coverage sometimes. So like the IT Cosmetics products, I feel like for me are not buildable. Like the coverage stays the same. The Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation, I feel like I could never get that full coverage. Okay, 2 layers, 1 layer. I've got a mirror down here. I don't have maybe a little bit more coverage. I actually think this does not look good on my cheeks. I can really see my pores, and I've got some like, looks like some like dark spots over here that are just like looking kind of gray and odd. I'm telling you, I really wanted to like this. And it's hard to review it fairly when it doesn't match. So it's just not spreading very easily either. Oh, okay. Does this look terrible? It does. Well, can't stop now. Oh my gosh, the color is insane. Okay, here's the real bummer. The powder that I brought to use is my Dermablend Translucent Loose Powder, which always makes me look a little paler. So that's going to happen. Because the cream blush is cream, oh shoot, that was a close one, is cream to powder. I'm gonna set my face. I feel like I should be okay with that. I'm just gonna use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, JH13. This is a newer one to me that I got when it was like 40–50% off from the Morphe website. And Usually I'd use a brush that has like a little bit more density, but I think this will be okay. And I'm just wanting to use more of her brushes for you guys. I wish I brought over, I have this like bigger powder brush that's like really dense and round. I haven't used that one yet though. But this brush I really like. This has become my new go-to for blending out my cheek products. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use this stippling brush from Sigma and the Blush Bronzer Duo in Warm Flesh Golden Goddess. Golden Goddess is the shade of the bronzer. This is a baked product and I maybe should be using a different brush. Oh no, that showed up nicely. Okay. Does this look like I'm wearing an orange blush right now? This is not my favorite product. I bought it when the products first launched. And also I was super excited, but I like never reach for it. I would definitely say pass on this. There are other blushes and bronzers that are just as good, if not better, and the packaging is just gigantic. Now for blush, like I said, I have two different formulas here. I want to try this one first because I'm a little less intimidated by this. This is one of her Luminous Rouge blushes in Love Language. These did come in 4 shades. Unfortunately, this product for some reason is not available on the Ulta website, but I did get this for a good price from the Morphe site. So let's swatch it. That's one layer. Let me see how it looks when I get another. Okay. And then I'm going to apply my favorite face brush from her. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06, my everything brush. This is a very unique brush shape, at least to me, and I really like it. So, oh gosh, too much, too much. I'm tapping a lot of that back into this jar, and now I'm going to take this on the lid and really kind of melt it in, and we'll see how this looks. And I really haven't used a loose blush, so I wasn't sure what brush would be best. Like, this is like a pretty fluffy brush, but because of the shape to it, I feel like it could still be fine. So I just picked up some more. Then we're going to use the Cream to Powder Blush Stick in the shade Overruled. I initially bought the peach shade, but it is like yellow mac and cheese orange, like not cute. The pink shade is pretty bit very pink, and I thought this one looked like more of a neutral, but it is deeper than I thought it was. It's the color Overruled, which is a rosy shade, but kind of dark. So, oh my Lord, dark. Okay, that's what it looks like. What's the best way to do this? Okay, there it is blended out. It totally dries down to a powder though, which is really nice for me, an oily gal. So for this, I have 2 different brushes I think that could work. The e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush and then the Real Techniques Buffing Brush. I usually use this for bronzer and this for blush. So I'm just gonna do that today, especially since I did just wash my brush. And I'm just going to run the brush over the tip of this. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay, that's enough product. Oh, that actually I think looks pretty. So you can see because of my brush. So you can see because my brush, it was like a little bit more purposeful in its placement than this, and it's also not quite as high. But okay, that color doesn't look too crazy. I wish that she had some different shades in this range because I love a cream to powder blush. Let me look in my little mirror here. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Okay, very good. We have a success there. I am gonna use this Brighten Up Luminous powder. Brighten Up is this shade. And to me, this is like an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, but a little bit better for me. Still gives it like a natural glow without being glittery. And I'm going to use this Sigma F60 Soft Blend. And I'm just going to go down the center of my face. And this is super subtle. I don't know that I purchase it again, but I don't dislike it. Let me try to apply it. Let me use another brush to apply this one in a little bit more of a concentrated way so you can see, using my AOA Studio highlight brush. So you can get it to be a little bit more concentrated, but it's still super natural. I think just gives a really pretty glow. I do like this. Something that I definitely want to use up at some point, but again, wouldn't repurchase, but I know some people really like this and use it more for setting. For me, I wouldn't, because I don't want something that glowy, and I think on wet skin it would look a little too glowy for me. And now on this side, we'll go in with a loose highlight in the shade Extra, which is the lightest shade, and it has such a small sifter in here, which is great. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of product, tap off the excess there, and woo child. So it's very intense, and I do have the lightest shade, but this is just a shimmer formula. There is no glitter in here, which I really like. So there it is, just blend it out a little bit. Okay, very nice. My camera's trying to overheat, so let's finish up with lips. I have her lip liner in the shade Cupcake, which I think is the most pink shade in their range. I did try another color before that was more brown that just was not for me. But there's Cupcake. I think that will go really pretty. And I'm just gonna look in my little mirror down here to see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to line Okay, I really like this color. I actually don't really have any other lip liners like it in my collection. The other things I have are either darker or more brown or more mauve. So I really like that. And then let's try this lip cushion. All the shades were very bright. This is the lightest one, and it is called Last First Kiss. I got this for a really good price as well. I think like $9. So that is why I picked it up. And it's more of like a mousse formula. It has those little applicators that looks like a little seat, which I love because it hugs your lips. It picks up a little extra product. So definitely gonna have to re-dip. It's not necessarily dry, but just definitely more moussey than creamy or liquidy. Okay, yeah, when I'm trying to drag the applicator, I am literally dragging it, but when I rub my lips together, it just feels creamy, but not. So here's what the lip color looks like. I think this is fine. I don't know that I love what it does for my teeth. This is probably like a take it or leave it kind of formula for me, but I don't dislike it. It's a pretty color. I think you can get some good use out of it this spring, summer. And it does give you some coverage, but almost like a blotted effect, which is pretty. So y'all, that's everything. I'm so sad that I'm not loving this more. So I will continue to try the skin tint and the concealer, but they might be going back. I'm not impressed with them so far, and the shades obviously look very light, but I don't want to get other shades if I don't think I'm gonna like the formula. And then other new products, I do really like this cream to powder blush stick. I think it looks pretty. I just wish she had some different shades. The loose blush I think looks okay. It was cool to try. I think I just want to try maybe a different brush with it because it doesn't necessarily look patchy. It looks fine. And I really like the lip liner. Really easy formula. Reminds me of ColourPop, but not quite as slippery. So if you don't like ColourPop, I still think these are worth a try. They have a lot of browns, a lot warmer shades, but this pink color is very pretty. This is a take it or leave it formula. If you can get it for $10 or under and you like bright lippies, I say, you know, pick up one. It seems comfortable so far, but I'm not dying over it, but I also don't die over bright lip colors. And then for the things I've tried before, the Duo, you can skip it, nothing special. I do like the Luminous powder, but I think you'd probably like it even more if you like glowy, dewy skin. Loose Highlight is a nice product, but I definitely prefer and would recommend her pressed highlighters over these. I have Iced and Spark. I like them both a lot, I especially like Iced. So those are my thoughts on the things that I tried today. My initial thoughts. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on Jaclyn's brand and things you've tried so far. I was wanting to ride for these and I'm not feeling that way. So I'll give you more finalized thoughts in a monthly makeup ranking, but this didn't exactly go the way I thought it would today. I have also tried her liquid lipsticks. I don't recommend them. I find them to be very, very drying. So that's a pass for me, but I'm pretty sure that's everything that I've tried so far. Let me know if you want me to do any Instagram content with her holiday collection. Even though it's not available, I am excited to try those things. And I'm still excited to try more launches from her in the future. So I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.